Okay, good. So, over the last couple of weeks, we've added to our information about how to make an active sentence passive. So we started with the main idea, find the object, make the object into the subject, add the verb to be in the right tense, check if it's singular or plural, find the main verb, make it into the past participle, and then we added a few extra things. Don't remove words, that was really important. Keep the verb and the preposition together. That was the key that we learnt last week. You know, you can remove that old subject if you want to. You don't need to. You can include it if you like by adding the word by plus the old subject if you want. But then we were still having a few problems, and I decided now to write this. It's easy to say, add the verb to be in the right tense, but what does that mean? Well, here it is. If it's in the present simple, we use am, is, or are. These are the present simple versions of the verb to be. So here, Mike teaches English every day. The object becomes the subject, and then we add the verb to be in the present simple. English. Is it I, you, he, she, it, we, or they? It's it. So we say it is. And then we change the verb to the past participle. If it's past simple, we use was or were. Those are the past simple verbs. A verb to be. Yesterday, Jeff visited Suzanne. Yesterday, Suzanne was visited by Jeff. She was, and then the verb in the past participle. If it's present continuous, you use am, is, or are plus being. So we actually use the verb to be twice. One of them is the auxiliary verb, and then the other one is the additional verb to be. Here's an example. John is meeting the bank manager. The bank manager is being, which we always need to use, and then the main verb as the past participle. So it's interesting, there are actually 3 verbs here. 3 verbs needed. Because when you change something from active to passive, you always add one more verb to be. So in here, there's just one verb. It becomes 2 verbs, the verb to be and the other verb. Here, there are 2 verbs, so it becomes 3 verbs. And we just need to follow and look at what the verb to be looks like in the passive. Here, we've got future simple. Now, we're not learning that this term, we'll do it next term. But with the future simple, you always say will be. We always use the infinitive of the verb to be after will. So, John will fly to the US tomorrow. The US will be flown to by John tomorrow. I know it's a bit of a weird sentence, it's all I can think of. But basically, if you just follow the rules, it doesn't matter if my sentence is a bit silly, as long as you follow the rules. Here, present perfect, we have the auxiliary verb have or has plus being. That's how we use the verb to be with the present perfect. I have been here, he has been here. And here's the sentence. He has eaten a pizza. A pizza has, adding the verb to be, has been eaten. So it's about remembering both pieces of the puzzle. Here's a past continuous one. Past continuous, was or were, plus the verb to be in the ing form. So, he was writing an email earlier. An email was being written earlier. So that gives you an idea. So, yes, we've got a lot to learn here. And for part 2, the verb to be, we need to learn this bit. Really, you'll be tested on that bit. But I might add a couple of things in for fun in the exam next week. Why not? Thank you.